My final lecture to the civics classes in week 2 deals with something about the presidency and the current crisis. It's very personal. It's not from me. It's from our drama teacher, Ms. Dana Fleming, who spent last weekend hiking in Hell's Canyon, which, despite the name, is a beautiful place, so I've been told, on the border of Idaho and Oregon. And she was thinking about the current crisis. And I'm going to read something that she wrote about this and about our times, word for word. And then I'd like your thoughts in the comments section. I'll give you my thoughts here. In Hell's Canyon yesterday, Ms. Fleming writes, I had a lot of quiet time to read and think. I don't expect people to share my God by a long shot. I value deeply the freedom that people have to disagree with me. I do think that it's important to believe in something outside of yourself. Ms. Fleming goes on. One of the dangers of losing God is that we in our weakness and baseness become God to ourselves. Or we look to equally human leaders to fill the role of God. We are looking for the deity who best represents our personal ideas of righteousness and rightness. And we look to them to legislate for us a morality. We aren't electing a president anymore. We are electing a version of God. And I have watched many approach their politics with the same zeal and fervor that people once approached their religion with. Some with greater orthodoxy than ever. That means dogma, rules, structure. In all of our venom, policing of language, and condemnation, have we changed one heart? Have we persuaded one mind? What mountains could we move with love, with respect, with faith? Are you ready to be God? If not, why do you insist on lording it over the agency of others? Ms. Fleming continues, God, whichever one or ones, God doesn't even do that. That's what free will is all about. We're at a moment where a lot of adults are more afraid than they're used to being. It's something the American Republic hasn't faced in 100 years, pandemic. Last one was in 1919. Before you left, I talked to you about this. I told you that I believed that there are going to be moments where you're going to have to be the calm one, the one with perspective, the one with some faith. And what I mean by faith, and what Ms. Fleming means by faith, isn't necessarily any denomination of Christianity or Christianity itself or even religion itself. What she's talking about is caring about something outside of your own mind, your own self-interest. Dedicating yourself to serve good, a good that's greater than you. Maybe the interests of others, maybe helping people who have difficulty helping themselves. Maybe serving some kind of principle or good. Or maybe it's a religious sense that you have where you're serving God or gods. What matters to Ms. Fleming, and what matters enough to me for me to bring this up to you for your consideration, is that you recognize your limitations as a person. We all who think about this stuff have ideas about the way the world could be better than it is. We, adults, citizens, voters, have opinions about whether donkeys or elephants are better or worse. We have ideas about philosophy, and we have ideas about politics, and we get into the game of us versus them. And sometimes we get so into the game that we forget that we're human. We start believing our own propaganda. We start believing that people who are smart all agree with us, and people who are stupid don't. That people who are virtuous and good all agree with us, and that anyone who disagrees with us must be evil. That's the step a person takes from being a sane, rational, good, normal human being to being a dangerous fanatic. It is not true that everything I believe is smart or right. What I believe happens to be my personal opinion. What you and what other people believe happen to be your personal opinions. Everyone should have opinions about things. That's the result you get, the reward you get for thinking about difficult issues. But there comes a point where you have to recognize they're just opinions. And sometimes what matters isn't whose tribe a person is part of, whose team a person is on, whose side a person is on, or whether or not somebody agrees or disagrees with you. Maybe what matters is your capacity to be good to everyone, whether you like them or not, whether they're easy to be around or not, whether they're enjoyable and fun or are obnoxious and annoying. Caring about something more than what you want, more than winning. Caring about other people. Caring about ideas and principles of good. Caring about your faith, whatever that is in. Sometimes means giving up the vanity of my side, love it or leave it, my way or the highway, or any other way of saying me good, anyone who don't agree with me bad. The presidency is not God. The politicians we elect are our servants. They work for us. They are not justicars dispensing judgment of right and wrong. No American politician should ever be given the power. The Constitution prevents that. To make the world a better place on their own. Can't happen. The presidency is not the messiahship. He's a politician. I've gone through liberals and conservatives, Democrats and Republicans. And as long as everyone remains loyal to the Constitution, it'll be all right. Especially now, at times like this, when people are nervous and worried, we really should remember that politics is only so important. The people you love, they're more important. So, after doing your work or planning your work so that it's done before or after your vacation, I hope that you will enjoy your week off with family, friends, and loved ones. Not thinking about or being angry about or being upset about the coronavirus or President Trump or the Democrats in Congress or politics or any of that nonsense. Have fun. Play. Enjoy yourselves. Spend some good time with people in your world. And come back refreshed. You deserve it. I miss you all really so much. Have a great vacation.